I know. Just all these different people. Yo, you know what's funny? Calico tweeted a couple weeks ago. He said that Space is gonna get one of y'all niggas hurt. And I'm starting to understand what he means by that. Yo, y'all get on these Twitter spaces and y'all just go crazy with a whole bunch of yelling and a whole bunch of other testosterone fueled rants.
Please.
I said, great job.
Please.
I showed up to your events. I supported. I paid at the door.
Okay.
And I
You want
brought
a
fucking
cookie?
bitches too. Because you ain't
want a
got
cookie?
Like, some of y'all just need to relax. Some of y'all just need to relax. Especially those of y'all who we know for a fact are not built like that. So, Lexx Luthor, iBattle extraordinaire. One of the best leagues out right now. Developing a lot of great talent. Bring your tone down when you talk to me. Just relax. Simmer down a bit. Because as mad as you are, right, that the post you put out in which you claim iBattle, Gates of the Garden, and a riot are responsible for 90% of today's talent, it's an inaccurate statement. It's inaccurate. And it actually motivated me to want to do a talent development blog in which I actually break down what talent development is, go through the history, explain to the people exactly what it is, and let them know the real, just in case you have more people that choose to follow the stupid shit you say and, get them to understand all the other people that put in work. The Hazy Rules, the B Cities, those type of platforms, the O's, the Street Status, and, OD with A-Hat. There's so many people who put in groundwork years ago that have talent today that are just still going crazy. Surf came from Block City. Calico came from Animal House. Young Ill, B Magic, A-Verb, Hitman Holla, all came from Street Status. Like, when you say 90%, it's inaccurate. Even the fake 65% that you also tried to claim credit for.
I could have said something like 60 to 75% and been more accurate.
Okay. Still wouldn't have been accurate, but okay.
Realistically, I could have said 60 to 75% and been more.
Even that is inaccurate. Y'all don't have 65% of anything. You barely have any battlers that have achieved success. Name one. Lexx Luthor. Out of all of the battlers whose careers you had a hand in, name your biggest battler. In terms of received the most notoriety, etc., etc. Who you gonna say? Real Sick? Oh, do people need to know how you came across Real Sick? But I don't develop any talent. You have numerous cases of getting people from the trap New York. But I don't develop any stars. I haven't developed any stars in the last 5 years. I got you, Lex.
Loyalty pledge, your boy you see next how that mag and shoddy work. Can't rid this smell with bath and body works. It's sad and probably worse. First the chroma spit, wise guys do drive-bys and don't own a whip. Time come divine sons need a song to rip. Thugs in harmony, cool, I got a bone to pick.
Vlogs, battles, music videos, interviews, and much more. Pushing the culture forward. No Mercy TV. Yo, No Mercy. Trap New York shit. NoMercyTV.com. I know what time it is, man. Lexx Luthor. Actually, a habitual line stepper. You understand? That's what we got to call him. Because on the flip side of, Lexx Luthor being a great league owner and bringing together dope talent and paying attention to the platforms that he pays attention to so he can steal talent and, then claim credit for it later on. There's a flip side to that. And the flip side is a person who, I don't know, the erratic behavior, the 6 a.m. lives where you're, trying to air people out and ether people and, stuff like that, unnecessarily, right? That speaks to me of a different type of habit. Now, I'm not going to put anything out there because, if you don't know something for sure, then, you shouldn't say it, which is the reason we're here right now. But Lex, you have some, let's just say you just have some weird ways about you. How far back can this go? What can we say? We can say that when you were booked at the Trap New York your first time and as a main event, you were booked against Show Off, and then you didn't make the battle because you got arrested for smoking weed on the train platform. This is the type of shit you do. This is, the type of person that you are. You do dumb shit like that. What else can we talk about? Beast Mode as a brand, right? Not really doing that well. And then you needing something to desperately latch onto. So you find some investors and you buy iBattle from Logic. And you revive it. Because your own platform wasn't doing so well. Y'all might have packed the place out. Y'all might have had, a bunch of battles going on there. But guess what? Ultimately, nobody cared. Why? Because when it comes to battle rap, it's a lot more than just packing the building. It's a lot more than just bringing people out. You have to do a little bit of everything. You have to put on great talent. You have to put on great battles, et cetera, do good business, and all other good things that come with being a league owner. And you weren't doing that with Beast Mode. Sorry, you weren't. As much as you talk about, I had a failing league, please, Beast Mode New York. Man, oh man. Again, and to be honest, I don't even know if Beast Mode started in New York. Didn't Beast Mode start in Canada, and then you tried to branch it out and bring it to New York or something like that? I don't know. But you seem to be one hell of a fence jumper. You're a click hopper. You're a league hopper. Like, you did this with Beast Mode. That wasn't working. And then you go and buy iBattle, and it's like, what do you have that's actually yours? Lexx Luthor? The Batman villain? What do you have that's actually yours? What do you have that actually belongs to you? Now, what is your claim to fame? Having a beef with Hazy Williams and changing his name to Rainbow Princess on his battles? That's what you're known for? That's it? Lex. So, people are going to wonder how this whole thing started. Well, this whole thing started with Lexx Luthor making a Facebook and Twitter post, again, saying that 90% of this country's talent came from iBattle, Gates of the Garden, and the Riot. All great platforms. All great platforms that if you want to get a start in battle rap, if you want to elevate your career in battle rap, these are, well, iBattle and Riot are platforms that are going to help you elevate your career. And we've seen this a couple of times. We've seen Real Sick. We see Excel. He still goes over there and gets great plates. Anderson Burris, I guess if you want to claim a cameraman who, happened to get on URL. Even with Riot, they got real name Brandon, they got Royalty. They got a couple people that they can actually claim, right? So no denying these platforms, Gates of the Garden, they throw big events, get tons of views, et cetera, et cetera. That's cool and all. But when you say that three leagues are responsible for 90% of the country's talent, that's not being proud of yourself. That's undermining the work that plenty of others before you have put in. People like B City, people like Hazy Rule, people like people like OD, all of these other platforms that kind of do the same thing. You also have the big leagues out there. You have the URLs, the RBEs, the KOTDs, the Queen of the Rings. You have all of these platforms out there that develop talent. So to say that only y'all three are responsible for 90%. And then if we go on Verse Tracker and we can see that there's about 35,000 battlers. So what? Y'all are responsible for 34,000 battlers? Come on. Let's be serious. And then Lex, you're not going out into the streets and finding everybody. You barely respond to your Instagram or Facebook inbox when upcoming talent are trying to reach out to you to get a plate. I know this because shout out to Big Aki. He's a new rising star at the Trap New York. And he even himself, reached out to try and get on your platform when he was just starting to battle rap. You were one of the first platforms he wanted to go to. And guess what? You never responded. Now that he's doing his thing at the Trap, you reaching out. It's different, man. It's different on this side. And you know that. This is why you wanted to battle here a long time ago. You understand? The same reason why you have a couple of weak or hard battles. The same leagues that you're undermining, you want to be a part of. Always. For some reason, you always want to be a part of the same leagues that you're undermining. The same leagues that you undermined when you said that 90% bullshit, you wanted to be a part of. Make it make sense. Make it make sense why you came crazy at me. Make it make sense why you started talking so crazy with all this extra, you trying to be personal, right? You do this all the time, right? When you get into a back and forth with somebody, you throw a lot of fake personals, you throw a lot of just extra shit out there that you want people to laugh at, you want people to latch on to, but your stuff has to be factual. Like, you got knocked out at your own event. That's a fact. I know this because not only did the person that did it tell me, but witnesses who were right there. You got knocked out at your own event, Lex. You aren't tough. Which is why I say, simmer down when you talk to me. I'm always open to having a civil conversation. Yes, when you made that post, I thought it was bullshit. The same way B City thought it was bullshit. The same way Bills thought it was bullshit. And these are all, guys who, made their own posts in response or whatever like that. That post was bullshit. Bills can't even throw events right now because 85% of his league is either in URL or the Crucible or just moving around and getting shit done. Oh, but of course you're going to undermine Bills. You don't like Bills. Why? Because when we were in the Crucible chat, you were out there trying to spread false narratives about Bills. Oh, he's a Dre Dennis hater. He hates Dre Dennis. Oh, let's put it all on the table, huh? Let's put it all on the table. Let's talk about you being in the Crucible chat, trying to campaign for Dre Dennis and Bills in Peace, straight up telling you why he wasn't a scout. They gave you clear and concise answers. I'm pretty sure you're going to want to share that. They gave you clear and concise answers, not no hating shit. They told you exactly the reason why Dre Dennis wasn't a Crucible scout. And guess what? You got mad and you tried to flip it as if Bills was just hating on him for no reason. Maybe that's why. Lex, you are every sense of a dick rider. You try your best to latch on to everything that's hot. I mean, I haven't developed no stars in the last 5 years. My league is failing. But yet still, I have this inbox right here of you reaching out to me last year asking to do a collab event. If I have a failing league, why would you want to collab with me, Lex? If I have a failing league, why was Fat Mac on your card yesterday? Shout out to Fat Mac. He from PA. He, rock with Bill Collector. He from Norristown and everything. Done ran out there and did a whole bunch of off-cam battles and got his name up and stuff like that. And finally started to actually take battling serious. He's only been here for a year. So when you go on a Spaces, somebody that you booked him, and then you come on the spaces and you disrespecting him, talking about, the Fat Mac is from the trap, but he couldn't even have a top performance of the night or whatever the case was.
Card last night and couldn't even get performance of the night or battle of the night. He lost 3-0.
Who are you talking about?
His name is Fat Mac. He lost to Trey last night.
Fat Mac is a new battler. He just started battling last year.
And he fucking lost.
Okay. You are a league owner. What does Fat Mac have to do with me and you? But this is the sucker shit that you do. And this is the type of shit that gets you knocked out at your own events. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything to Lexx. I would never. Why? Because Lexx is soft. Lexx is softer than baby shit. Every time he's had a personal issue with somebody and they pressed him in person, he straight folded and wanted no smoke. There's numerous people who can attest to this. I mean, y'all see all the Facebook lives. Y'all see all the people he done went back and forth with. Ask around. But you run around doing this tough shit because you Team Homie and you think that people are going to be able to save you when you get yourself into trouble. And shout out to Team Homie. Niggas know I fuck with Team Homie to the fullest. I done been outside with niggas, all kinds of shit. But Lexx, you are a sucker. You are a sucker to every time you get into a back and forth with somebody, you want to start the tough talking shit because you know that people are going to try to intervene. That's what a sucker does. You are a coward. You are not built like that, Lexx. You have an event today. Let's just say I decided to take time away from my pregnant wife and, my son that's on the way and just say, hey, it's gangster time today. Let me hop in the Uber and go straight to Lexx event. Not to go over there and ruin it, just to politely ask, hey, somebody, go get Lexx. Tell him No Mercy is outside. He'd shit himself right there. Why? Because he wouldn't want to repeat of what happened before. Getting knocked out at your own event. Some nerve. Y'all niggas need to watch the way y'all talking. This is the issue. Y'all need to watch the way y'all talk on this internet. You know why? One thing about me, right? I'm open to having civil conversation with people. Always open to having civil conversations. When y'all publicly post bullshit, don't get mad when it gets challenged. You out your own mouth. You went in your little Facebook app. You typed, hey, I battle Gates of the Garden and the Riot is responsible for 90% of this country's battle rap talent. You went and you posted that. You went and you hit send. And it happened to be an inaccurate statement. And people are challenging it. Now, ironically, you had all this energy on Spaces. When City made his post in the We Go Hard group and he tagged you, you wanted zero smoke. You didn't respond to his post. You didn't respond to any of the other people that jumped on that post saying anything. Why? Because you know damn well you will never be able to go to a We Go Hard event if you was to talk crazy. If you was to talk crazy. You know that. So why do it to me? Because I'm actually somebody with a conscious mind, somebody who actually shows love in this culture, somebody who you've repeatedly sent battles and certain stuff like that and asked for a review. Oh, I'm going to give you a subscription to the iBattle app, that stupid ass app that you have to pay $25 a month for. When the biggest league that has an app is only charging $8. But let's do some math. Why would Lexx be charging $30 a month for an iBattle app? I wonder why. Maybe it's to help cover the cost of his events that he throws and happens to spend a lot of money on. GoFundMes to try and sponsor certain battles. Now, Lexx, you seem to have a pattern here. You get on me about, first of all, you said that I don't reinvest in my talent. So When Daylight battles Excel, when M City battles Show Off, when Gaddafi Green battles Danger Zone, Brooklyn Carter, and all these other people he battled, Gutter, when Fettuccine 20 battles Young Cannon, and all these other guys, that's not reinvesting. We've been doing that for years. We've been doing the same exact thing you do for years. We've been successful at it, though. You know, our people don't need 15 or 20 battles in order to elevate. You know, we give guys a couple of good battles, see where their style is at, let them have breakout performances, and then we say, hey, you know what, you're ready for a Daylight, or you're ready for a Shotgun Sugar, or, you know, big names like that. That's what our process is. We're not booking names just to get views or just for the hell of it. We have an actual system, the type of system that you have. So you know that. You understand that. You've made numerous posts complaining about how much you have to spend and how much it hurts you when you book battlers and they're only showing up with one person at the door and stuff like that. You've made posts about this on numerous occasions. So clearly, to sit up here and try to call somebody broke or to say we don't reinvest, you're the one that's complaining about these things, not us. We sit up here and we get shit done. No, what we did was we held off on booking big name battles because everybody else is doing it. And we don't want to look like the rest of these garbage ass leagues that's just out here paying anybody for a battle. There was a system when we were doing it. Once now we became, the nigga who you just found at the bodega is battling twerk on certain leagues and other shit like that. Oh, nah, we good. We when everybody else is going left, we'll go right. That's just it. So now what we're doing is we're rebuilding. We're, you know, collecting a whole bunch of new battlers. We're letting them get their name up. And guess what? When they get themselves good and ready, guess what we're going to do? We're going to reinvest. That's what we're going to do. And we've always done that. Nothing changed over here. In the 8 years, well, shit, going on 9 years now. In the 9 years that we've been here, we've always had the same formula. We've always had the same formula. Now that there's so many other outlets to get people on, now that you got the RBEs, the brick by bricks, now that you got KOTD and their development processes, now that you got, you know, the Crucible, you had the PGs, all we do is just help our people get on those different platforms. Fat Mac was on RBE. Oh, you wasn't going to say that, was you? You wasn't going to say that, huh? Fat Mac was just on RBE's last Big by Brick card. But yet, he comes to your league, and because you have an issue with me, you didn't have an issue with Fat Mac. You had an issue with me, and you wanted to throw him under the bus. It's like a fucking sucker. Pitiful. 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 But, again, this is a league owner who done got knocked out at his own event. Knocked out. You was asleep. You was... Yeah, and then when I brought it up, you was like, oh, how you know what be happening at my events? You think it don't be people that witness certain things? Niggas know. Again, the person who did it came and told me. Along with witnesses. That was why that person was battling with us for a little while. And I'm not going to, you know, throw the name out there and, you know, anything like that. But you know who it was. Let's not do that. You know who it was, Lex. You know who it was. You understand? So, you know, you are just one of the people who just you have some audacity. You have some audacity. You sit up here every day posting about shit that you done did, trying to get motherfuckers to pat you on the back. You make posts, oh, we started a GoFundMe because we had a fan that wanted to attend our events. Hey, can y'all pitch in and stuff like this? And then you want to do stuff like that and then turn around and get a pat on the back for it. Shit like that. You don't think league owners done had they battlers come to them and ask to hold some money and all kinds of other shit? You do that shit and you hold it down. That shit that's not supposed to see the light of day. You do shit like that because you genuinely want to help the person. But when you do it, you help somebody, it becomes a Facebook post later. So people can dick ride you. People can get on your comments and be like, yo, Lex, you the GOAT. Yo, Lex, you really for the culture. That's what you do all this shit for. When somebody does stuff for that kind of praise and those kind of props, it kind of makes you wonder what their real life is like. But we ain't going to get into that. We ain't going to get into that. But I do know one thing. You got knocked out at your own event. So on the internet, when you're making posts or when you're in the Twitter space, please don't yell at anyone because you're not tough. You've never even had that kind of energy in person with anybody. You're the guy who comes into the culture. You want to be friends. You want to do your rap thing. You want to put on. There's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to you putting certain statements out there, just be accurate. You have a platform. People might take the words you say and actually take it for gospel. And I've seen it. You have Facebook posts where people rally up and, you can rally the troops and get people behind the things that you say. That's cool. So when you say something that's inaccurate and it undermines the work that I've put in and so many others that I rock with in this culture have put in, I got an issue with that. And yeah, I made a post about it. Because you bugging. Plain and simple. You was bugging with that statement. Of course, the great thing to do is to jump into Twitter space when people will talk about it and avoid the actual question. Was the statement accurate? Explain to me how y'all 3 leagues developed 90%. That's it. You didn't want to do that. You wanted to come and get the tough route. You wanted to go in and air everybody out. Oh, I got my event today. No mercy, blah, blah, blah. I'm a failed league owner, but you wanted to do a collab event together. I'm all this failed and I'm insecure and all this other stuff. But yet, you want me to review your battles. I just interviewed Z the Dropout and was showing you wild love. Somebody else who started at the track. It's under you now. He's going to battle Dre Dennis on your card. Who else do you claim that you've had a hand in success? Let me see, because you tried to run down a list of people that the trap has quote unquote failed with. All right, so you said Prez Mafia. This is your words. You said Prez Mafia don't battle for you anymore. In terms of Prez, our work was done when he did a 1-rounder at a time that he was waiting on a PG and a whole bunch of other stuff to pan out. He did a 1-rounder with us that got Mickey Fax to post the battle in Chris Unbiased group, which was lit at the time. And all of a sudden, Prez winds up with a PG. You brought up Excel. Me and Excel are currently doing a Twitch show on Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern, called Let's Chop This Fable. That has amassed over 1 million views in just a couple of months. On the front page of one of the biggest websites on the planet. You're talking about Dre Dennis, who has one of the most lit leagues right now. Gates of the Garden. You're talking about He Lapped Me. That's what you're supposed to do when somebody passes you the torch. But at the same time, this is also a league that, you bigging up in your post, but you also were going crazy on them about their process at one point, weren't you? About the whole paying for names and just anybody could go over there and pay for names. You were an advocate of being against that. You were against that. You were very outspoken about that. You did it when you battled Rush. You've talked about it on Facebook. You've did so much bashing of their process. But now you turn around and dick ride them. Sometimes I just need to jog your memory. Lex, you're a dick rider. That's all. You're a dick rider. You do shit for when it's convenient for you. You roll with narratives that are convenient for you. You do everything you possibly can to try and get people on your side. All because you have nothing else to look forward to outside of this. The nerve of some of these league owners, man. The nerve. Salute the B City. Salute the Bills. Salute the Kells. Salute the O's. Salute the Ozzy Rule. Salute the OD. Salute the, all these other leagues that done, spent countless nights, countless days, bringing new talent to the forefront, doing everything that they possibly can to help this culture thrive by bringing y'all new guys. You understand? Without some of these other names, there is no all of these new guys going crazy on URL and on caffeine and shit like that. Gates, iBattle, and the Riot are the only ones responsible for everything that's going on right now. You gotta be shitting me. Please don't nobody hit me trying to I guess, I don't know, maybe calm the situation now, whatever, because I'm calm, I'm cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's this is another day in the office for me, because it's just another fuck nigga in battle rap talking crazy. And it's a nigga who won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. That be the problem with me. It's always them type of niggas that I attract. It be the niggas who really not tough, really not built like that, who be getting beat the fuck up. Or for some reason, they always got a problem with little old Mercy. And it be niggas who need me. It be niggas who I can show y'all screenshots of just different times that these niggas are hitting me up for shit. What did I ever hit Lexx up for an interview? Yeah. Why not? You had the iBattle app and all this other shit going on. Why not interview you? That's my job as a media and as a blogger. It's also my job to give constructive criticism on battle rappers who have trash battles. People such as Anderson Burris, who had a trash performance against Wave. Yeah, I thought he won the battle, but he still wasn't good. This is why you said, hey, continue hating on Anderson Burris. Is that why? Is that what you're mad about? The post I made that Anderson Burris is just not that good? He's not. But I also know, like, new talent, he needs time to develop. And guess what? When he finally puts on a performance that's dope and great as hell, I'm going to do my job as good media, and I'm going to congratulate him for putting on a good performance. That's just it. I don't have to sit around defending all of my talent. You know how many times people like Dot and Excel and Dre Dennis and all these other people done went through controversy or having bad battles or different stuff in battle rap, and I wasn't trying to bash everybody or trying to jump in and intervene with everything. No, they're battlers. You can't hold their little hands and, kind of walk them through everything. This is the battle rap culture. They have to deal with this shit. Now, when these things are going on, I might be on the side, talking to them and probably coaching them through certain things and stuff like that. But overall, I'm not jumping out the window, putting myself in front of the bullet. It's just internet talk. That's it. It's internet talk. It's opinions. Nobody's threatening Anderson Burris' life or nothing like that. He just had a trash rap battle. And if you're mad about that, well, shit, where's your energy to everybody else that said he trash? There's a lot of people on my post agreeing, and I also could find plenty of other people on Twitter who were saying the same exact thing. People who have even bigger followings than I do. You ain't have none of that energy for those people, though. It's just weird. But you said a lot on, that Twitter space that, I hope, and I've run into you often. Me and you done been at the same events and all kinds of shit. I run into you often enough. I'm going to see you, Lexx. I'm going to see you. So don't inbox me. Don't try to call me. When we see each other in person, I want you, the same energy you had on Twitter space, I just want you to have that same energy when I see you. That's all. And this is not a threat. This ain't any of that. I'm not saying I'm going to do anything. I just want to see if in person you would do all that yelling shit that you were doing on the spaces. That's all. So No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I know what time it is. Trap shit for real, for real. We breed bosses over here. That's all. You might come over here, you might be battling for a minute, you might make a battle career, whatever, and then next thing you know, you might be finding another way to get to it. You understand? You can ask Dre Dennis, you can ask Excel, you can, ask the Gems. He's one of the top bloggers right now. All of these people that have came through the trap and done made history, and not even just battling. These guys are able to feed their families through other avenues. Lex, you haven't done that for anybody yet. And I say yet because there's still a possibility you might be able to. But yet, you haven't done that. You focus on battle rap. That's all you do. Your only thing is knowing how to try to tell people to get lit in battle rap. You haven't coached anybody on how to do anything beyond that. So, I will be, taking my lead from this blog. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the content. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll holler at y'all soon. And I know Lex is going to respond. He's going to do it at 6 a.m. He's going to go live on Facebook and try to ether me. Go ahead. Try your best. Because guess what? I guarantee whatever you got, I got 10 times worse.